This episode is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, go to squarespace.com and use offer code LIES.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene. Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies. This is AFTERBUZZ TV's House of Lies After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's House of Lies After Show.
Sing it, Rihanna. Yeah. Because we love it when you lie.
Yeah, we do.
Welcome, guys. This is an all-new episode of House of Lies, Season 3, Episode 4, Soldiers. And wow, a lot actually happened in this episode. Not that I'm surprised, but a lot of plot points happened.
I'm surprised.
You're surprised?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll get into why you're surprised. I mean, I'm not. I'm your host, Roya Taheri, and of course, joining me is the lovely
Yael Tygiel. Hello, everyone. Thanks.
Like, I give you that little blank slate to just fill in your name right there.
Yael Tygiel.
And I said
my
lovely.
name. Oh, thanks.
I lied. Because you love it.
Great. I do.
Well, guys, let's get right into this. Let's talk about Grandpa's new piece of meat that he's got. Chantel. What do you think about that?
Well, the only reason I like her is because the first time we saw her, she took her top off.
What? So you're just happy. You're like, boobs. There's boobs there.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I mean...
Or the fact that she was just, okay, I'll take my shirt off and give it to you. That kind of freedom thing?
That kind of freedom thing.
Okay.
I mean, they were nice boobs as well. But I think what I love is that she was like, oh, yeah, this is your shirt. Okay, I'll give it back.
Yeah, it's very friendly to give it back.
Yeah.
At first, I thought she was someone we hadn't met from Marty from the previous episode, so it threw me off.
Some girl he's sleeping with?
Exactly. And then I was a little bit thrown off when it was Grandpa's.
Oh, it was weird.
Yeah, the way Rosco just came out casual as if it's a normal thing.
Like he's met her before?
Yeah, without the shirt?
I guess.
I don't know. It was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think the relationship's going to last?
I think she's going to be around for a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if a relationship will last.
Yeah,
I think whatever they're doing might happen a few more times.
Literally, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Roscoe's ear piercings, did you notice that?
Those weren't piercings. Those were like ear cuffs. You can buy those at like Claire's.
Oh, well, thank you for telling me that now and not when I was saying it out loud. No, I'm just kidding. That's it. But it was still his wardrobe. It keeps kind of changing.
Yeah.
It went from very girly to now kind of punk-ish, and it's an interesting take on the way his style is going.
I feel like his style is very Forever 21. Like, I think I've seen everything he's wearing at Forever 21.
Yeah.
Not that I shop at Forever 21.
I think you do. I think we just realized it.
Sometimes.
Well, look for Yael at Forever 21. She might be there. You never know. So let's move on to Marty's big day of golfing.
Yeah.
His big meeting with Dre and Lukas for DollaHyde. As I've learned that's how I have to say it now, is DollaHyde.
Is that how it's said?
Yeah, that's what Lem told me, which, by the way, Lem should be returning soon.
Hopefully.
That's how I should say it. He said DollaHyde. I have to do that.
Okay.
Okay, but anyways.
So DollaHyde.
So in this whole meeting that they had, there was different points going on. Jeannie was talking to Lukas, so there was kind of an agenda going on there, a relationship being built. Doug was trying to find a place to release himself. I don't know if you noticed that in the very beginning. He was looking through a little grassy area to see. I was kind of hoping he would go and do something.
I also thought he was going to do it out in public and get arrested. That's what I thought was happening.
Oh, poor Doug if he did that. And then Marty talking to Dr. Dre. Talking to Dre more intimately, giving him more details. So there's another strong bond between the two. So we got 3 different aspects of what's happening in that meeting.
Yeah.
Anything stand out to you during that meeting?
When it got down to the big pitch at the end, and it turned out to be that twist, I knew it. I was like, there is no way that this is how the conversation is really going.
What do you mean?
When Marty was saying, well, we're going with luggage, and T.I.'s character, Lukas, was like, oh, no, like, why aren't we going with shoes? And everyone was like, well, we could go with shoes. I was like, this is such a, like, Marty move.
I honestly kind of thought it was going to go luggage route. I thought luggage could be really fancy and nice or not fancy.
Right.
I would buy luggage
Yeah, but the idea...
at Walmart.
Would you?
Yeah, over shoes, but I guess it's a different... Okay, I'm not the same.
You're not the person that DollaHyde is trying to...
DollaHyde. You got to say it like that.
I'm not saying it like that. You're not their demographic.
That's true. Good point.
Yeah.
But I was a little thrown off when Jeannie and Doug were trying to separate. I didn't realize they were a part of that plan. For some reason, I thought maybe Marty was only person behind trying to make Lukas think everything that they're talking about was his idea.
Right. I also thought that at one point I thought that Jeannie and Doug were not in on the...
They were just kind of
plan.
going with it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so but at the end of the whole meeting, it comes clear that they were a part of the plan of trying to split
Yeah.
it, make it look like his idea. So it was interesting to see that. Before we move on, though, but Doug looked great in his golf uniform.
You are like in love with Doug this season.
He's getting more muscular. Have you not noticed his arms?
Not in this episode. No, this episode did not appeal to me.
Really?
Well, I did notice his arms in the last scene.
Okay.
But I don't want to jump ahead.
Oh, yeah. We'll get to the whole Doug part soon. Do you think this plan's going to work? The splitting, this isn't a prediction, just from what you've seen in the golf day, do you think the golf meeting that it's going to work?
No. I think it's a dangerous, slippery slope. Not to jump ahead to the last scene, but like I think it is very much a slippery slope.
Yeah.
With the relationship and the business.
Do you think it was a smart route that they tried to make Lukas make him think shoes?
I think it was a smart route to have him believe that it was his idea.
Okay.
I always think that is the best way to get someone to do something, is to make them believe that they came up with it.
I feel like you do that a lot to me sometimes.
No, I never.
No?
No.
Okay.
I lied. I just lied, and you love it.
I love it. I love the way you lie. So the next part, while this is going on, the golf meeting, we see Clyde. First, it starts with him seeing a therapist.
Which was Romy Rosemont from Glee.
Yes, I thought she might have been from Home Alone. I was like, no way, they're bringing in the Home Alone crew this season, but I guess not.
No, it's Finn's mom.
Oh, she was sweet in that show.
Yeah.
But she was sort of sweet in this episode. We only saw her for a little bit. We'll see if she comes back. My question is, why did he have to get something signed off, court ordered?
It's a court-ordered therapy. I mean, he was arrested for his nudity and being on drugs and whatnot.
That's true. So is that why he had to go to Garden by the Sea for sober living?
No, I think he went there intentionally to see Marissa. Not Melissa, Marissa.
Marissa, who we did not realize, or when we were watching it, we're like, did we know her? Have we seen her?
Right, they kept talking about their history and how they spent that New Year's Eve together.
Hanukkah. It was Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Correct. And they kept
That's quite correct.
Yes. And so I was like, how do I not remember her from previous episodes? I don't think we've met her as an audience.
But I like her character so far, and I'm excited to see more of her on the show, I'm hoping.
Oh, yeah.
But when they were talking about bringing business in, because it was so vague about who she was, I thought he was getting into the drug world. Because she's like, I'm shaking. He's like, I can help. And she kept calling him a bottom feeder. I thought that was the route he's going to try and help a recovering drug person get into dealing drugs. Like, oh, wow, Clyde is really hitting more rock bottom, even though he was never, in my opinion, rock bottom.
I really wish that's what they were doing. I think it would have been so much more interesting.
Yeah, it would have different dynamic.
Yeah, to have Doug decide, you know what, my life is poop. And I was like, don't say it. My life is really bad right now, and I'm going to start selling drugs.
Yeah.
That would be so interesting.
Because he was asking for Xanax from his therapist, so I thought maybe that was the route he was trying to go, was selling that Xanax out. I don't know. It was a wild guess. It was a wild guess. But it turns out that she is actually a part of the McClintock
Media Empire.
A website. Which, you know what's really interesting about a website? This is actually this whole podcast is sponsored by Squarespace.
It is sponsored by Squarespace.
Yeah, and you know what? Squarespace is a great way to build a website. It's easy. They got 24 hours, 7 days a week of help, and you get a promo code if you put in lies in your promo code. You get 10% off.
I really wish I would have known that back when I built my 2 websites.
What were some issues that you had when you were building websites?
The design itself was really the most difficult thing, and I know that on Squarespace, it's drag and drop to design your own website.
Really?
Yeah.
And it's easy to choose colors and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's super easy, super design friendly, and they make it so that you can connect with all your social media like Twitter and Pinterest and all of that stuff, which I had to figure out how to do all on my own.
That's true. That would make a lot easier in building a website. And there's a lot of people that want to create websites. Either you're an actor, you got a reel you want to show of any kind. A website would help, and Squarespace would really help that out.
Yeah, I'm kicking myself now. Yeah. But I'll fix it.
Well, now you can do it.
Yeah.
And you can do it with the promo code.
Yeah, I'm going to switch my stuff over.
Yeah, just put lies in.
Yeah.
You get it. You get your little promo code.
Very exciting.
Yeah. But that's such a great website. I wonder how close it is to McClinton Media. Am I saying it wrong for House of Lies?
McClintock.
McClintock?
Yeah.
Like McClintock?
I wrote McClintock.
Okay.
That's what my notes say.
See what happens when you watch the episode so quickly.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so apparently there's a big traction towards this website that Clyde is trying to get. I guess traction's not the right word. That was just the first word I saw in my paper. So I said that.
There's the attraction, I think is what you meant, to the McClintock media empire. They're a big name, and Marty would love to have them.
Well, Marty would love to have them, but Marty doesn't want to have Clyde because Clyde comes to Jeannie and Marty and tries to propose this idea to them.
Yeah.
And basically, Marty doesn't want to. He wants to do it, but he doesn't want it. And then he finally says, "Well, boss lady says yes."
Yeah.
So that means yes, which I really like the fact that he says boss lady.
So I have a theory on this situation. In the end of the last, or was it the last episode? No, it was 2 episodes ago when Clyde is arrested. And Marty goes and picks him up from jail. Was that last episode?
That was last episode, yeah.
Feels so long ago. Marty picks him up, and Clyde says, starts poaching him for a job, and Marty's like, "I'm not giving you a job." But then I think his idea of saying, "I'm not giving you a job," goes back to the way he treated Lukas, is that he wanted him to believe it was his idea. So what did Clyde do? He went and got this big fish for them, and he brought it, and he said, "Look, I know you won't give me a job, but I want to show you that I can do it, and I got you this big account." So that's why I think when Boss Lady said yes, it was Marty's way of being like, "Well, I didn't tell you you should go get this big account, but you did."
And pat him on the head without really having to pat him on the head.
Yeah.
Even though he gave Jeannie a dirty look.
Yeah, but he also said at the end, like, "You did this."
That's true. That's true. He did. Do you think this, the way Clyde went about it, is going to make it a reliable source, a reliable company, a reliable clientele?
Do you mean like, are they
Because of Marissa and what state she's in?
I don't know. That's a fascinating question.
I'm just curious because it's a huge. He could have went to the office if it was a legit. Not saying it's not legit because it is legit. But if he wanted to get a real fish, as you were saying, he would go to an office and try and get them. Yes, he has nobody to say he's from this company.
Right.
But because he went through a rehab center.
Right. I see what you're saying.
It's kind of an interesting approach to it. And I don't know if it's going to go. I know it's kind of a prediction, but yeah.
I think he had no other choice.
Yeah. Do you think he's doing it for himself or do you think he's doing it for something else?
I think he's doing it to get back in Marty's good graces. I think he went to the rehab center, picked up this chick he used to do, or did once, and was like, "Look, we're going to make business together because I need to get back into Marty's good graces." That's my belief.
Pinky swear.
Yeah.
Never breaks a pinky swear.
Yeah. That was weird.
That was a little weird.
I loved it, but it was weird.
But it also brought a lot of sexual tension, and you know that's gonna explode sometime.
And I'm really glad to see Eliza Coupe back on the screen. She's great. She was great on Happy Endings, and I'm really excited to see her in the show.
Yeah, it would be exciting. Hopefully, they keep her in as a reoccurring character versus this one time, and then her name is just used versus her actually.
Right.
Which they did a lot with Sarah. And I'm jumping ahead right now, but we'll just get right into it because Sarah and Doug are trying to baby make. And They're trying to, what was the quote? I just put a baby inside you.
I think my favorite is way before in the beginning when she said, put your baby juice in me.
Yes, baby juice, yeah.
Put your baby juice in me.
That was so, ugh.
It was gross.
And I could tell the way he did the foghorn, usually that he did not come at all for it, and he was holding it back, and I just loved how the entire episode was about him having to release himself.
Yeah.
And his issues with that. Until Clyde tells him, you don't even know what you have and it's right in front of you.
Yeah.
Is that what he said? I wrote it down somewhere.
He said you have everything.
You have everything, you don't even see it.
Yeah.
And then Maroon 5 plays as he decides that he wants to have a baby with Sarah.
And foghorns.
And foghorns for real this time.
Yeah. I mean, the first time I think it was really great when she was like, I don't think you did. And he's like, no, I made the sound and everything. I was like, I don't think that's how it works. The sound doesn't determine.
Well, unless you're a female and you're doing the reverse and you want to fake an orgasm with them, then you would do that.
Yeah, I made the sound.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then at the end, after they do have, he put a baby inside her. I just love saying that. It's so funny.
I know, and it's gross.
She goes, I haven't, one of us finished, but not the other. Yeah. I love her control over him.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Poor Doug, but at the same time, good for him to have someone that tells him what to do.
He needs that.
Yeah. And good for her for having the power.
Yeah. Heck yeah. I love that he needs that at work and he needs that at home. And I would love to meet his mother.
His mother?
Yeah.
Huh. I never even thought about that, meeting his mother.
But like, if that's how he is, that clearly his mother is like one of those, like, tuck in your shirt, stand up straight, don't slouch, walk faster.
Freudian slip kind of thing, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
It's a...
anyways.
You're thinking of like an Oedipus complex?
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought that was... Anyways.
When you love your mother, yep.
It is?
Yeah.
Then what's it when you love your father?
I forget what.
Isn't that a Freud? That's a Freud thing though, right?
No.
No? Wow. I haven't been in school forever. I took a lot of classes about that and failed. All right. But the next big thing, which was kind of overshadowed a little bit, I thought, but it might come up in the next episodes, is Monica getting fired.
Yes.
So finally, that someone takes her down because the girl, do you remember the girl's name that stabbed her?
I don't.
Stabbed her in the leg and is apparently related
to...
Christy. Yeah. Because she stabs her in the leg and apparently she has relation to the
treasurer, the treasury secretary.
Yeah. So there's some kind of help there.
Yeah.
A hostile work environment.
Do you think we're going to get to see Christy again? I miss her.
It'd be great, but I don't think she's coming back. Because if she does, Monica's going to murder her.
Right. I'm really sad that we met all these really great analysts and other people, and they were the other pods, and we lost all of them.
Yeah.
Like Benita.
Except for that other guy, the one that was part of Clyde and Christy.
Yes.
That guy. I'm kind of glad that he's not coming back if he does come back.
I really wanted Marty to, like, gather all of these pods and be like, come, my children.
Is he like an orphanage? He's just like adopting
Yes.
Taking them all in.
He's like a group home.
Yeah, I could see that. Well, let us know what you guys think. Do you think Marty should adopt them all?
Yeah.
Or
just Benita and Christy?
Benita and Christy. Benita, I think, is gone because she's kind of a tattletale. She's kind of red flags, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I think it's because of how Jeannie dealt with Benita. I feel like it's going to come back.
Yeah.
Because it's Jeannie's fault.
That's true. Well, hopefully. But let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Let us rate us on iTunes. Download this episode. It's free. There's no charge. It's free. And on YouTube, you can leave comments below. Let us know what you think and what you guys want us to talk about more of or less of. Well, it happens. We'll take it. We'll listen. We respond. So do that for us. And let's move on to Dre's house.
Okay.
Because that was a little bit too picture perfect, in my opinion.
His house?
His house. It was the American life. He had a golden retriever, which was weird. But hey, you know what? I mean, I love golden retrievers, but that was just, the house was set up. He had his vineyard. That's the right word.
I was wondering when you were going to figure that out.
Yeah. And and there's two kids that are very polite. His wife. Just something doesn't seem to fit there.
He's very Barney's.
And when he said Barney.
Sorry, when Dre?
No, when Marty was bringing Rosco over, him and Roscoe had kind of a little issue. He said Roscoe wanted to bring Lex, and Marty says, I don't want to bring our whole family circus over.
Yeah.
What did you think when he said that?
I understood, and I don't think he meant Roscoe and Lex, especially because of Grandpa and Chantel. Like, I think he means their family is a gosh darn circus.
Yeah. But being a sensitive kid, as Roscoe is, I could see why he took it such a harsh.
I totally see why he took it. I don't believe that's what he meant. And I think Roscoe needs to understand that, yeah, you may be seeing Lex, that may be your partner right now, but like, you're a kid. We can't assume that you guys need to be together at all times.
That's true. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What did you think?
I see it exactly how you're saying, but Marty should have handled it so much better. But I guess Marty's never really had a good dealing with his kid in that sense. But I liked how Roscoe kind of act out politely.
Yeah.
Politely act out at the dinner table. And he goes, oh, that must be awesome when your dad spends family time with you.
Yeah.
You know, it must be great. And his whole outfit was completely decked out.
Forever 21.
Rebel without a cause kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you take, though, of the whole family? Being Dre's family. Yeah.
I think it's really, they didn't strike me as odd. I mean, he strikes me as odd. His whole, you're now part of the country club and I have a vineyard and blah, blah. Like,
Not a vineyard?
No, he does not have a vineyard. He might have vines in his yard, but he has a vineyard where they grow wine.
Yeah.
So I didn't see his family as odd, but I did see him as odd.
Yeah.
And then that whole conversation about separating himself from his, from his lifelong partner and friend, Lukas, like, it's not going to end well.
Do you feel bad for Lukas?
I didn't before.
Because of his how he presented himself?
Because the situation really is that one of them wants to make this brand something amazing and move it forward, and the other one kind of doesn't. Lukas kind of wants to keep his brand where it is and be like, I am amazing, I know what I'm doing, I don't need anybody's help.
Okay.
But now that we see that they're really family, it's different.
We'll see about that, but let's get into some predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I want some glitter to come out sometimes, right? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, don't piggyback on mine.
I will definitely steal all of yours.
So I think Monica's going to kill herself. I know it's really dark, but I think she's going to kill herself or OD. She's going to try accidentally. Oh, no, it's not accidental. She's going to try and kill herself, and I don't think she's going to actually die. I think she's going to recover from it because of her tone when she left Marty's apartment, where she says, I got pills for that. And she just walks out dead, like just walks out. She has nothing really going for her. And then I think Lukas is actually going, once he finds out the plan that Dre has and how crappy that guy actually is, I feel Lukas might, this is going to get really dark still, and reaching, Lukas might actually kidnap one of Dre's kids, the one that he said he wanted to go take to the baseball game, the Clippers, basketball game. So I think he's going to try and take his kid in a calm way, and then Dre is going to have to give back and forth between that. Once the war, because Dre kept calling it a war, breaks out. And then Jeannie, of course, I think is going to sleep with Lukas. I don't know why, because Marty tells her to, and she does everything he says.
Wow. Your predictions are incredibly dark.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't get a toy in my Happy Meal today. So
apparently. I could totally see Monica attempting suicide, or at least attempt to get for attention. That I could believe. I don't think she's going to be successful. I think in the next episode we see from the next time preview that they're at the party for the shoes. I think that someone is going to get shot because, as I recall, Lukas and all of his people carry lots of guns. I think that Marty and or Dre and or Jeannie, one of those three will get shot.
Ooh.
That's my prediction.
If Jeannie gets shot, Marty better open up to her more.
Right? Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be great. How's mine darker than yours?
I don't know.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you. Oh, wait, no, you can catch me on
Yeah, where can we
on
catch you, Roya?
Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. That's HeyRoya. And where can we find you, Yael?
You can find me online on my website, yael.tv, that's yael.tv, and on Twitter and Instagram at Yael Tygiel, that's YaelTygiel.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks again, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.